Good evening, everybody. My name is Patty Beck, and welcome to my YouTube gardening channel, Patty B Gardening. Today, we're going to be talking about the proper way to prune a Bradford pear tree. In the southeastern United States, Bradford pears have gotten a little bit out of hand. Um, when they first came out, when they first started being pushed out in the industry, and the earliest I remember about the Bradford pear was from like the 1980s because my mama planted some in her yard. And I thought they were the prettiest things. In the springtime, they have the prettiest blooms. Some of them might be a little bit stinky, but as the trees grow and get older, they are very prone to splitting and breaking. I'll show you. Like this tree right here. This is a Bradford pear tree right here. And as it grows, it branches right here. Like this is the crotch area. And you have a branch going up there and you have branches going over there. And those branches get heavy and this limb will split off. Or this limb will split off. Well, like on this tree over here, you can see where they've had a limb to break off right here. And they had another Bradford pear planted right on the other side of that sidewalk, and it broke. It completely broke into two pieces, and they, dug it up and dug the stump up, or whittled the stump down or something. But the same thing happened to at my mama's house. Hers just broke and fell. I mean, it's a wonder it didn't fall on her front porch and break it all in. But it didn't, thank the Lord. And we had two at our house. We planted them a long time ago, and we thought we were the best things getting those trees planted, and they would bloom in the springtime and they would be so pretty. And I think we had one that completely fell years ago. Did we not? Okay, I made that up. I completely made that up. But anyway, we had two in our yard that we pruned this spring, and I'm going to show y'all how we did it. I'm not trying to say bad things about the Bradford pear, like I hate it or anything like that, because I don't. I think that it's pretty in the spring, even though it might be a little bit stinky. But when the Bradford pear trees first came out, they were sold as a sterile tree, that they would not reproduce itself. And that was true. But somewhere down the line, the blooms from this Bradford pear were able to cross pollinate with some other kind of pear, and those little pollinated beings would find their way in the woods and sprout and become invasive. If you travel down Interstate 55 toward Jackson, and you see up on the side of the interstate in the springtime when the Bradford pears are blooming, they're all in the woods out there. I remember my mom and I were driving, and Mama said, "Well, I wonder who planted all those Bradford pears down there." Well, they just floated down there and grew. And they've become invasive, and they will crowd out our native trees, which would not be good. And plus, I think off in the woods, they'll get like big old thorns. They're big old thorny things. So if you see them in your woods, tag them, when they're blooming, so you'll be able to identify them, and then go back and cut them down. Let's get rid of them. Anyway, we properly pruned ours this spring, and I'm going to show y'all some video of that.
all his flowers. Hey, if we want to pull it straight back that way, it would have been right that line. It would have yanked us all the way up there. That's what it would have done. That saw got stuck.
Come here, Rebel. That did it. Well, that's how we did it. That was our answer to pruning the Bradford pears. We had 2 of them here, and this is what's left of one. A nice little spot for a couple of containers. And here is the other one, right back here, right there. I could put a little pot on that too. And I was really glad to get this one out right here because it allows more light in that flower bed. And so my things have been able to grow a little bit better in here. Before it was pretty much too shaded. That's really the reason that I cut them down, because they were just providing too much shade in this area. And I'm already sort of limited about where my full sun spaces are in this yard and garden, because because we've got the big mature oak trees, and then we do like to have lawn, so we like to have, green grass. And I can't just plop a flower bed out in the middle of the yard. I don't think my husband would like that very much. Anyway, so that's what we did with our Bradford pears. And I'm not saying you have to do that by any means. And I'm not saying that we did it the proper way. But if you have 4 sons and a husband with a chainsaw, and you need to open up that flower bed so it can get more sun, they can get it done for you. All right. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.